Alright, getting into another battle. It's a rain team, so most likely lead is Pelipper. I'm gonna go ahead and just go straight for Cryogonal and go for a freeze dry. Obviously he won't want to stay in with, or he might not stay in with Pelipper, but if he does, I can just get his Drizzler out of the way. Yeah, and if he doesn't, he might go into Kingdra, which would be nice to hit hard. And if he goes into Mamoswine, that's still a fine matchup for Cryogonal. Alright, so he goes for Magearna. Magearna's just gonna throw down a Steel move. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Swampert. I think it has a good matchup into all of Magearna's moves. Yeah. So this is a good opportunity to get down Stealth Rocks. I could also go for an Earthquake, but he might just switch back into Pelipper. Yeah, there's the Pelipper. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and bring... it's most likely a U-turn, so I'll go ahead and just go for Ferrothorn. Also, Ferrothorn has a decent sustain on its own, so if he does go... Okay, so that is Hurricane, which means I think it's probably the Specs Pelipper, so I'll go ahead and go for Cryogonal. Alright. So because I didn't get one-hit KO'd by that, he's most likely going to go back into the Magearna, so I'm going to try and catch that with a Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon, I believe, hits super effectively. I don't think Steel does resist Steel. Okay. So, yeah, last time I went to Swampert, which might be obvious, but, I think I am just gonna go for, I'll go for Chandler this time. Alright. So, Floor Cannon, I think that's a fairy move. Not entirely sure. Alright. Flamethrower is obvious, so I'm going to go ahead and go for a Shadow Ball. I'm guessing Pelipper comes back in. I would really like to get some gear out of the way, but I don't want to be too jumpy on it. I believe I resist all of his moves except for Thunderbolt, which is a non-stab move, so I'm not super worried about it. Okay, this thing's insanely tanky. Okay, so it's running Volt Switch over Thunderbolt. I'm guessing the last move is still Ice Beam. Might be an Assault Vest, is the most likely. Alright, Hydro Pump's coming out. I'm gonna go into Ferrothorn. Oh, Defog. Okay, well, I know this is choiced. So I'm gonna go ahead and Leech Seed. I can get some HP back, which is always nice. Yeah. Most likely thing to come in, probably Magearna. I don't know. Nothing actually on his team deals particularly well with Ferrothorn. He did get a nice chunk with the Specs Pelipper, but now that the surprise factor is gone, I'm not super worried. Alright, so we went for Mamoswine. Most thing Mamoswine does is Earthquake, so I can get a bunch of damage down with a Gyro Ball if I go for it. The other thing I could do is go for Cryogonal. Of the two options, I think I'm going to go for Cryogonal just because Ferrothorn is so important in this battle. I don't want it taking too much chip damage. Alright, he went for a Stealth Rocks. So it's actually a very good thing I went for Cryogonal, because now I can spin off those rocks. I don't think he stays in. He might have knockoff, which wouldn't be particularly good for me, but not the end of the world. So yeah, nice to get some health back on Cryogonal, and I can clear up the hazards. Alright, Magearna's back. This thing's just been throwing down Flash Cannons and Volt Switches. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the Volt Switch, so I'll go for Swampert. Alright, it was the Flash Cannon. I think I'm going Stealth Rocks. Okay, he went for the Floor Cannon, which will drop its special attack drastically. So I don't think he stays in. I think he brings Pelipper back in. So I'm going to go straight for Cryogonal. Even if he goes for a Flash Cannon to predict a Cryogonal, his special attack's cut in half, so it's not a huge rate. Alright, Latias, good matchup for Cryogonal. Also, it most likely wants to defog, so I'm just going to throw down Freeze Dry. He might switch back into Magearna, but Magearna's taking a decent amount of chip damage, and it might have been... It's probably coming close to in power ground range. So I'm guessing he'll want to defog first before he brings in Magearna. He might go for a Psyshock, which would deal a fair amount of damage to Cryogonal. Ooh, it's Megalodios. Oh, that's super interesting. Good thing I am carrying Flash Cannon, though. Yeah, Thunderbolt's gonna do minimal damage. But then Flash Cannon actually didn't hit back that hard. But because I know it's most likely Bolt Beam, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Ferrothorn. Alright. Yeah, good matchup for Ferrothorn. I can throw down a Leech Seed, get some more chip damage onto Magearna, or I could go for Spikes. I'm gonna go for Leech Seed though, because I think Pelipper's what's gonna come back in. He's carrying HP Fire, alright. Well, I have all his moves scattered out. Obviously, he would need some good options for Ferrothorn because his team struggles heavily against it otherwise. Could go for Swampert or Chandler. Chandler would get the Fire Boost, but it's easy to bring in Pelipper back, and I want to get some Leech Seed healing for Swampert. Yep, so I absorb a Volt Switch, which gives me a little more Leech Seed HP. Alright, most likely Floor Cannon. He probably just wants to get some sort of KO off. I'm gonna bring in Cryogonal. Alright, Mamoswine. Good matchup for Cryogonal. In fact, also it threatens Stealth Rocks. So I'll go for the Flash Cannon. Should do some good damage. Gets the KO. I love Cryogonal. Yeah, Cryogonal's gonna be pretty big this battle. Freeze Dry I think is my best option. I might want to try and do a little better job of protecting it. Actually, I think I am going to go into Ferrothorn. Yeah, alright, so I got a Poison Jab. Because I don't know if Freeze Dry would have killed. And Ferrothorn takes all of Quillfish's moves well. Ooh, Swords Dance. Even still, I can just go for a Power Whip. Ooh. Well, that was interesting, but not enough. Although more things that he's trying to work down Ferrothorn with. Spikes is my best option here. Ferrothorn is in deep trouble. Ooh, alright, Destiny Bond, so Spikes is really good there. I don't think Leech Seed counts as Destiny Bond KO. Yeah. So yeah, I'm doing really well this battle. Alright, he's bringing Magearna. That's obviously the HP Fire. Or it could be the Floor Cannon. I think I'm going to go for actually Chandler here. Chandler's not going to be too powerful this battle, just because he does have a way to outspeed it. So yeah, it was the HP Fire. I get my Flash Fire bonus. Fire moves aren't super effective. Well, I mean, it's super effective against Magearna, but I don't need to hit Magearna anymore. Need to hit the other ones, so I'm going Shadow Ball. And I'm just going to keep Chandler in until it goes down. I'd like to get Pelipper as well, and I think it will. Pelipper doesn't have the best special defense. Alright, Kingdra's his last hope. So I'm going to go ahead and Shadow Ball here. Hopefully it's a special attacking one. I have a bit better resists for special. Yeah, alright, so I'm going to go Espeon. I want to try and wait out this rain as best as I can, so I'm going to go for a Protect here. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and throw down a Wish, if I can stall out even longer. Alright. Not quite, but that's fine. I think Swampert is actually kind of done all it can. The only thing left I have to worry about is Calm Mind spam, but I think Kingdra's going to stay in until dies, so the roar won't be too useful either. Alright, time to bring in Cryogonal. Cryogonal, double super effective against the Kingdra. Gets a good freeze dry off, and that's the KO there. Last time Latios went for the reflect type, and I just started hitting it with freeze dries. So this time I'm just gonna, or started hitting it with flash can, so I'm gonna stick with freeze dry. Alright. He could recover spam, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into Gardevoir right now. Guessing he goes for reflect type because he doesn't want to take the super effective hyper voice, but hyper voice will still do a lot of damage. Alright, so I do actually need to taunt him to stop his recovery. Alright. It's taunted, so he should go down in 2 hyper voices and not have the damage. He can hope for a paralysis, but unlikely. And he does get the paralyze, but Gardevoir's able to move, and that is that.